Hello YouTube, this is Core22 here. Welcome back to another single ship discussion for Star Wars X-Wing miniatures. In this series we take a look at single ship builds and discuss their competitive viability in the Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game. Today we're looking at another TIE Advanced pilot that came with the Imperial Raider. I've already shown you guys the ship model. It's pretty cool. This came with the Raider. It's kind of a bluer tint than the regular TIE Advanced. But we all know the specs behind it. It was basically the TIE equivalent of the X-Wing. It was a heavier ship. Didn't have quite the same agility value as the regular TIE fighter, but it had enough shields, firepower, and a hyperdrive to be able to hold its own against an Incom T-65 X-Wing during its time. But going right to it, the pilot we have in question today is a rather obscure pilot by the name of Lieutenant Colzet. Hang on. Is that hair? No, it's not. It's just part of it. Okay, so, yeah. A pilot by the name of Lieutenant Colzet. He is a TIE Advanced pilot. Coming in at a pilot skill of 3. He flies the Synard Fleet Systems TIE Advanced X1 for the Galactic Empire. He has the standard stats of a TIE Advanced. He has an attack value of 2, agility value of 3, hull value of 3, and a shield value of 4. His action bar consists of the focus, target lock, barrel roll, and evade actions. He costs 23 points to field, so he's a fairly cheap TIE. He's a fairly cheap TIE to field. And his action upgrade bar consists of just a missile upgrade as well as an unlisted tile modification. His ship ability reads: at the start of the end phase, you may spend a target lock you have on an enemy ship to flip one random face-down damage card assigned to it face up. So, Colzet is Colzet's ability is similar to Coran Horn's double tap in the sense that it takes place during the end phase. And what happens is if you have a target lock on the defender and you flip and it has at least one face-down damage card, you can spend that target lock and flip the card face up, basically resulting in a critical. Yeah. There are two alternative builds you could do with this. The one I've chosen, I believe, would fit better, but they're the I'll explain the alternative in a second. First of all, versatile card. This is a must for every TIE Advanced pilot out there, and that is the TIE X1 title card. Let me just get this focused here. There we go. Coming in at a squad point cost of 0. Come on, over here. And there we go. So coming in at a squad point cost of 0, it's a TIE Advanced only title card. It reads: your upgrade bar gains the system upgrade icon. If you equip a system upgrade, its squad point cost is reduced by 4 to a minimum of 0. So the beauty behind the TIE X1 card is that you basically get a free system upgrade, provided you don't put on, like, say, advanced targeting computer, because that'll just bring it down to 1, which is fine. But basically anything that's a sensor jammer and below, you will get it'll basically come for free. So a TIE X1 is a must if you're gonna field the TIE Advanced, because it just makes sense. I mean, it just makes the TIE Advanced that much more deadly. For his upgrade, for his modification, a gun with an engine upgrade, which comes at a squad point cost of 4, and it reads: your action bar gains the boost action icon. So that means Colzet can now take a focus, target lock, barrel roll, evade, and a boost. So he's got 5 actions to work with. May seem like much, but there's a reason why I'm giving him the boost action. Starting off with this system, this is where it's kind of make or break. If you want, you could opt for an advanced targeting computer, which basically states that you keep a target lock on the guy, and of course you get at least 1 critical, and then of course you can spend the target lock with Colzet's ability, and so on and so forth. But I find this works a little bit better, because not only is it free, but the fire control system, coming at a squad point cost of 2, 0, thanks to the TIE X1 title, states: after you perform an attack, you may acquire a target lock on a defender. So simple, straightforward. You perform your attack, you acquire target lock, and then if you at least inflict 1 face down damage, you can then spend the target lock at the end phase to flip it face up. So an interesting way to have your target lock. So your target locks are used in a more kind of tricky way, in a tricky manner, rather than just using them for straight up attack. You attack, you get a target lock, and then you spend the target lock to get rid of inflict a random critical on your opponent, which can either make or break. I mean, you could either get like a munitions failure for them, you could even get a direct hit, which if you're lucky will destroy the enemy ship. I think hopefully that's the case. And then for his missile, because I give him the boost upgrade, a gun with the proton rockets, which come in at a squad point cost of 3. They come in at an attack value of 2 and can be used at range 1. It reads: discard this card to perform this attack. You may roll additional attack dice equal to your agility value up to a maximum of 3. So you spend a focus token, as it states on the card there. You roll 2 attack dice plus the amount of agility you have on your ship. Because Lieutenant up to a maximum of 3. Because Lieutenant Colzet has a 3 natural 3 on his agility, that means the proton rockets will have an attack value of 5 in total. So basically putting it up there with an advanced torpedo. So that basically means that proton rockets, they cost 3 points less, they have the same range, and potentially have the same attack power. The only difference being is that one requires a target lock, the other requires a focus. That's why I'm giving him the engine upgrade, so that he can boost in at range 1 as quick as he can, get this focus, attack with his proton rockets, and then of course, regardless if he hits or misses with any of his attacks, his fire control system will get target lock. If you at least deal 1 damage to the guy, spend the target lock, that becomes a critical. So he's got low pilot skills, that means he'll be attacking last, but he's really good at, I'd say his role in a squadron is kind of picking off those last shots and dealing a crippling blow to the enemy. So a low pilot skill ship, but same with Tarnmeisen. But if you play him right, he can be quite lethal in the situation. He's a very situational pilot, I feel. But yeah, so this is how I would field Lieutenant Colzet with TIE-X1 engine upgrade, fire control system, and proton rockets. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Any constructive criticism is greatly appreciated. If you like, you may use this build for any competitive or casual play, or you can tweak it or revamp it to your own specifications. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Corbin22 signing off.